Myers to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Uses the stiff arm. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Everyone's got 4 down. Check 15. Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see. Not pass. You don't want to. Shit. Joker. Tighten up.
Throwing is Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Mike, check. Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Hey, 0. 25. Hey.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Stepping aside from this game for a second, how about us being in Week 10 of the NFL season right now? That makes me want to resurface that MVP talk we had earlier in the year. Who do you have right now leading in the MVP race?
Is this quarterbacks edition only, or can we actually bring other people into it?
Yeah, go wherever.
Because the league does tell you that MVP can be anyone, but numbers show us it's really got to be a quarterback. So let's just start there, right? Russell Wilson in Seattle. I think he has to be a prime guy. I think you got to look at Tom Brady. All right, it's always Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, if he can get back into the lineup and be his usual self, he could get into this race again and maybe defend his crown. And Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay has really come on in recent weeks despite a stumble against the Chargers this past week. But how about Lamar Jackson? I mean, what he's doing with Baltimore and their win over New England, you've got to have him as a prime candidate, and you know how much I love Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he's a special one, isn't he?
Oh, he is absolutely special because he does it all. And if they weren't risking injury, he'd run back kicks, too.
First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 25 on second down, Trubisky under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check safety, check safety.
Second down and goal. Trubisky flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's third and goal. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 87 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot.
Coming out of
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed, his second sack of the night. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On second down, Montgomery. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Carson. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away. He's going to take Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 27 yards. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Bears 17, Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis.
Tyler Lockett. It's caught. Lockett. Past the 20. 10. 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson on the move to his left. Now, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Wood.
Now it's Trubisky. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. This one into the hands of Burton. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to regain the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight though on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's got Lockett. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw, and it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
That's good.
Here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
At the 46-yard line.
Deeper.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And he's got some space here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 24, Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. You got 3 down.
Throwing again. Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
48, come on. Rip, one flip.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. This complete to Lockett. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head up to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round, let me get you.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Prescott on first down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing. Prescott looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Prescott to throw it, and it is incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's got it. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's checking. Crash.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. To throw again on second down. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Heavy on the edges, Rush in. There we go, kill. Switch it.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that is caught. It's way. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Saints 1-yard line.
Check three. Watch that. Check 43.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Motion. Check. Shift. 54.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll be complete to Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, 5-9.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Kill!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Flushed out right. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lutz with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
14. Cowboys 13. Will Lutz sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Gun. He's mine. Hey, watch that. Check what he's doing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
Here we go. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Go, get out there. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
53 to Mike, 53.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Watch the curl. Sammy. 55. Bravo. 55. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 55.
Breeze now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Easy.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 1st down, Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Again, it's Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get any. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 67 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So he's in for his third score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 1st down, Prescott.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, Jason Witten, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And again, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. They go to Elliott again. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Complete to Jason Witten. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To the air again, Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, now they'll try the end around. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go all the way behind.
It could be a house call. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll look to throw toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by